Hey YouTube, Kiratwig here, bringing you guys another one of my duel videos. Today I've been testing out Critias some more. The deck is super fun, the card is super awesome, it has awesome fusion cards, and I actually found a deck that, kind of makes it a little more consistent than Blue Eyes. I mixed it in with Evil Swarms, and just, the methods that you can do in this deck are pretty great. You can basically fuse. We'll speed it up a little just so we can get through a little better. You can basically fuse, with most of the traps that are viable in the deck. You can use Crush Card with Rhapsody. It's very easy to Exceed Summon into it with this deck. Mirror Force is staple, so that's pretty easy. And Tyrant Wing works really well because you have to equip it to a dragon monster, and all the Evil Swarm Exceeds are dragon. So, that also makes it usable in the deck. That was the one thing I found difficult, just making sure that the cards you use are usable. So basically I'm going up against Blackluster Soldier. The new stuff does look pretty fun. I was pretty interested when I was, fighting my opponent. Stopped a lot of his plays. That's the one thing I regret, not seeing what this deck has potential-wise. And I also get out Tyrant Burst Dragon. I found it awesome that I was able to, successfully get out a Critias card finally. And it has an awesome effect. I can equip it to Ophion later on, for that double attack. But it didn't matter. The new Chaos Field spell, I really got to look into that. I noticed Blackluster Soldier got a lot of support, so that really makes the deck explode. But I also drew Mirror Force, turn late would have been awesome to get Mirror Force Dragon out. But you could also saw before that, I did misplay. I got to remember Ophion has to have no materials on it if I do want to get off the special summon. I mean, it gets Doom Virus Dragon gets around it, but besides that, the other ones, you do have to have no material for it. But basically, we finished game one, and we end up going, to the next game, which I'll load up and get to. So here we go. You guys can see the deck profile between each of our sides for the game. The one thing I regret about this round is I didn't really, what was it? Open up too much of the Critias support. The cards can't be searched out easily with the deck. I just have to rely on drawing most of them. And, it's pretty simple. Ophion can search out the Evil Swarm cards, which, thins out the deck so you do reach them. But the big thing I like about the deck is just basically you can work the cards together. You have the Evil Swarm engine, which relies on its own to get the plays off, and you have the Critias engine, which, just adds a lot more, fun and versatility to both of the decks. That's the one thing that I needed. I needed a deck that Tyrant Wing and all the others could work for. Easily got game two, just, pretty much abused it there. If you, didn't see the game before, you would have no idea that, Critias was even mixed into the deck. But we move on to game three. The guy was a pretty nice guy, very talkative in the chat bar. But yeah, I enjoyed the deck, and I'm actually probably thinking of, making it in real life and giving you guys a deck profile just because it works. I mean, he summons this new Blackluster card which gets over Ophion. He wasn't level 5 and all that, so didn't have to worry about that. But I opened up Kirkion pretty consistently in all my games, so that was another thing that I was pretty lucky on. But once again, game 3 you would, not be able to tell except for this little extra deck, sneak that I showed you guys that I was even running Critias in this deck. Like I said, not an easy way to search it out. You just have to draw him like I did game 1 and, rely on getting your traps and all that. But, like I said, I run Rhapsody and Berserk for the Crush card. Tyrant Wing works awesome with my Evil Swarm monsters. Having that Ophion attack, multiple times can really, deal some damage, especially with, all the protection you can give to him. But yeah, he MSTs. It seemed more like a draw engine he was going off of for this deck, and he pretty much just stalled out in the end. I tried for a little bit and thought maybe, maybe I can get some of my plays off just to show you guys something. But in the end, it wasn't enough. I finally drew Critias in the end, but had nothing to use it. Maybe if I would have kept the Tyrant Wing in hand and not popped it, I could have happened, something like that. But that's how the game ended. But yeah, I really enjoyed how the deck worked, and I hope, to show you guys an actual viable build in real life too. I have the Evil Swarm deck. I'm just waiting for a few more, the Critias cards. So that Mirror Force Dragon is pretty expensive now. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe I'll do some more videos, test out some different decks with, Critias, but we'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed, and Kiratwig out.